Hey everybody, it's Josh with the Firearm Convention 350 Legend Group. I've got a video for you guys today that I think you're going to be pretty interested in. So, Aaron over at Mos-Tek, he's the owner of this company. He sent me a barrel and some ammunition that I think y'all are going to be really interested in. So, this is a 25-inch 350 Legend barrel. 357 bore, 1 in 16 twist. This barrel has a carbine gas system, and it has a .096 gas port, which is pretty standard for a gas port size. He sent the gas block and the gas tube. So he told me, he said, no glamour shots of this barrel because it's just a rough barrel. But the barrel extension is absolutely gorgeous. The crown is absolutely gorgeous. The chamber is absolutely perfect. So he sent this ammunition, 100 rounds of 350 Legend. He sent the barrel. And, we've had a lot of questions on the 350 Legend group, which I'll put a link in the description below. But if you go on Facebook right now, you can search at 350 Legend, and it'll bring up the group. So join up on there. And, there was a lot of questions on velocity loss per inch of barrel. What is the velocity loss per inch of this barrel? So Aaron, kind of contacted me, and we kind of got together, and he said, man, I'll make the barrel because I want to know as well. So it's 25 inches long. These little ribs down this barrel are spaced 1 inch apart. I'm going to go through and shoot 5 rounds from each inch of barrel. I'm going to cut it off with a Sawzall. Boom, 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 boom. All the way down to right in front of the gas block. Right in front of the gas block there. And I think I'm even going to go past the gas block down into like the 6 or 7 inch range just to see. Because you have the Sig Rattler and all that stuff that, has a very short barrel. So basically we're going to take predictions. What's your velocity loss down per length of barrel? What's the velocity loss? And here's another little one, just throw a cork in it. How close can I get to the gas block before it stops the cycle? Before it stops cycling, before you have failure to feed, failure to eject issues. Aaron did test this, and it cycled fine out in the desert. He's from Arizona, and basically we need to know when the dwell time is not enough for this. He loves dissipators, so he basically wants to know how close we can get to a gas block before we have cycling issues. And that'll determine his dissipator barrel length, I'm assuming, is what he's doing with that. Now, all this being said, go ahead and write your predictions in for that. Velocity and how close I can get to this gas block before it stops cycling. That's going to be a fun one, okay? Put it in the comments. I think, as far as velocity, it's going to fare much better than a 300 blackout. Because a lot of people, assume that 300 blackout's really efficient in a short barrel, and it absolutely is. But it's very efficient in a short barrel because it has a small powder charge compared to its large bore, and it's got a lot of bore volume per powder charge. So that powder has a lot of space to completely burn up, at around 10 inches. Well, guys, the 350 Legend's identical. It has an even larger bore, 50 thousandths larger, and it's shooting almost identical weight bullets. And it's got a powder charge that's slightly larger. So you're going to see a cartridge, in my opinion, and this is just an estimated guess based on seeing other cartridges like this, that is going to be just as efficient as a 300 blackout, if not more so, per length of barrel. Now, I don't have but a couple 300 blackouts that I can shoot. And I don't have any 147 grain ammunition, but I do have a 16-inch 300 blackout. I do have a 7.5-inch 300 blackout. But the problem that we're going to run into with that is that I only have 123 grain ammunition. I don't have anything that's 150 grain that I can compare with. But the data's out there for the 300 blackout. We can look at 300 blackout ballistics data all day long on Google, not a problem. But anyway, I want to shout out to Mos-Tek and Aaron, because he really came through. I didn't pay for any of this. He just said, hey man, if you got the time to test it, I've got the stuff, and I'd be happy to go forward in the name of science. So let me tell you a little bit about the setup. You know, he sent all this, you know, the ammunition, even the shirt, and that's why I'm using it as background. You know, I wanna plug him here for being such an awesome guy. But like I said, let me show you a little bit about this barrel. Remember, guys, he said no close-ups, but you know, here it is. It's a beautiful barrel. You know, this was a standard M4 barrel extension that he opened up himself, which he did an excellent job on. That barrel extension's gorgeous. You know, everything about the extension's nice. You know, he does excellent work as far as that's concerned. And I mean, the chamber is beautiful as well. Now let's look at the crown here. I mean, the crown is, as you can see, it's been shot, and you can see, because it's been shot, you can see an absolutely gorgeous carbon ring on this barrel. You know, so there it is. I mean, the crown is in excellent shape, and I'm going to show you the receiver that I'm going to use. It's a BCM M4 receiver. Come on, there it is, BCM4. This is one of the BCM. It's one of the BCM. Darn it! It's a BCM receiver that is a blemish receiver. So it still has the T-handle markings and all that stuff. Excellent receiver. And of course, I've got my handy dandy old Castle nut that's been on like 18 different uppers for testing purposes and what have you. It's a little jank, but it works. So I'm not putting a handguard on this. One, because I got to cut it down. Two, because there's no need for it. We're not really doing accuracy testing, even though I could do some serious accuracy work with this 25-inch pipe. I'm not going to, okay? But let's move on to the ammunition that I'm using. This ammunition is the same lot number as my ammunition that I bought from SG Ammo. So I'm assuming that pretty much anybody who bought first lots of the 350 Legend 145 grain stuff when it first came out, it's all going to be the same lot number. I don't have any additional ammunition to shoot beyond 145 grain. I wish I did, but we can still get a really solid baseline as to what we've got, you know, as to what velocities are going to be per inch of barrel loss. This receiver, I picked a BCM receiver over, you know, anything else because one, I had it in stock. I had it here at the house. Two, it has an absolutely tight fit here in where the barrel extension slides in the receiver, because BCM actually makes these a very tight tolerance. If you run your finger in there, you can actually feel where the extension is slightly thinner, or thicker, I'm sorry. So I'm actually going to have to heat this receiver to get this to fit in it, which is very common for BCM. And I wanted something like that because this pipe is so long and heavy. I mean, this barrel has to weigh 5 or 6 pounds by itself. And I didn't want there to be any slop or droop in this receiver that only the nut's holding, right? As far as a bolt carrier group, I'm going to run a standard BCM bolt carrier group. I might pull my Lantac bolt carrier group out of my 14.5 pin and welded, but I'm not sure. It'll probably just be a BCM, you know, because we're just testing. So anyway, guys, this is it. You know, this is everything. Like I said, one more shout out to, you know, Aaron at Mos-tek. He's going to be bringing out barrels. We're going to be testing some pretty cool stuff here. We've got, you know, we're going to be doing testing on 357 barrels. We're going to be doing testing on 355 barrels. We're going to be doing testing with 145 grain ammunition all the way up to the 265 grain super suppressed. And I'm going to be doing some hand loading with this as well. This is going to give me the first 100 rounds of brass that I have, because this is the first barrel I got. I have CMMG barrels on order. We're going to do a review of these. But basically, I can't do anything with the CMMG barrels till I get them. And I've got this one in stock, ready to roll. So like I said, I want to give Aaron a complete shout out. You know, he was absolutely awesome in getting this put together for testing and destruction. You know, I mean, I'm going to destroy a brand new barrel that he made. You know, that's just awesome. You're going to have to pardon my dog Heidi. She's out and about. But anyway, guys, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, okay? And you know, our channel, you know, the Firearm Convention, because this Saturday I'm going to try and get out there and lop this barrel down. And I'm going to have a video of it. We're going to be recording it on a chronograph. You know, we're going to be doing everything we can to get this knocked out. So we're not going to be doing anything fancy other than just cutting this barrel off, recording velocity loss, and we're going to see how close we can get to this gas block before it stop cycling. And like I said, you know, give me your predictions. You know, if you're on a 350 Legend group, you know, you're going to see this video as well. I'm going to post it there. Give me your predictions on velocity loss and how close to the gas port. And I've got my personal, like a 350 Legend like cup from Winchester that they sent me. And I think I'm going to go ahead and whoever gets closest to the gas port or the gas block with the closest velocity, I'm going to send them that cup. I'm going to send them a 350 Legend cup. That's only going to be open to the guys on a 350 Legend group, okay? 350 Legend group on Facebook. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I'm also going to link to the Firearm Convention, which is another one of my groups there, where we discuss pretty much everything firearm and anything that basically has a projectile, whether it be BB guns, slingshots, full auto, you know, long-range weapons, you name it, we talk about it. You know, doesn't matter. And there's Heidi. Anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. That way when that new video comes out, you don't lose it. And I will see you guys, hopefully, with this video uploaded Sunday or Monday. If not, it's going to be the next weekend. So, everybody, I just want to thank you. Our channel has grown significantly. Our videos are taking off. And I just want to thank you guys for the support we're getting for doing this 350 Legend work. And to me, it's amazing. You know, I'm a nobody, right? I'm just a guy. But, you know, we've been getting such an outpouring of support for doing this work with the 350 Legend, and I just think that it's awesome. This industry is great. I wouldn't want to be in any other industry. Not that I'm in the industry per se, but you know, Winchester contacted me when we first started the group, and they were talking to me, and that's how we got a lot of our initial information that sent out there. And you know, you guys have been an absolutely awesome support. We started this channel with like 20 subscribers when I first started on 350 Legend, you know, videos, and now we're up to 128. I know there's a lot of guys who are going, woo, 128, but for us, that's amazing to know that there's 128 people that actually care. It's actually kind of cool. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to post this with all the links in the description for everything I can get, and go from there. So guys, hopefully I see you next Saturday, and y'all have a good evening.